Don't you see how great of a team that we make? There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Hope.
What? Stop. Stop. This isn't going to happen, Thomas.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another bold and a beautiful review. Well, yesterday we saw Thomas shoot a shot with Hope, and from the previews this week, we did not know how this was going to turn out, but today Hope shut him all the way down. Meanwhile, Liam is at home freaking out because Hope is not answering her phone and he doesn't know what's going on, so he's about to run over there and find out. And we also have a run-in with Brooke and Ridge. Let's get into it.
This cannot happen. Thomas, you can't try to kiss me. I'm married to Liam. That is as far as it goes. I love Liam. He's my husband, and I don't have any more room in my heart or in my life for another man.
Right. Emotions are running high.
I really like that Hope says she doesn't have place in her heart for more than one man, because too often on these soap operas, they make it seem like they're all in love with multiple people and they can't decide and go back and forth. So I really like that she put her foot down with Thomas on that. I wish she was a bit more forceful with him because she was still smiling a lot. He can take that the wrong way. But she did make it very clear to him that they are co-workers, co-parents, and friends only. She was very gentle with him and said she realized that emotions are running high, but there will be none of that. Thomas apologized and asked that they act like this never happened and move forward. And he does not want her to tell Brooke or Liam, and she did agree to not tell anyone. So I don't think that's a good idea, because I'm sure you know how secrets never stay secrets on The Bold and the Beautiful.
Hope's not back yet, and her phone keeps going to voicemail, and I gotta get over there. I have to. Thanks, man. Thank you.
It's us. We can do anything together.
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Liam is at home freaking out because he cannot get in touch with Hope. Her phone goes straight to voicemail every time he tries to reach her. Earlier in the episode, Wyatt was over there talking with him and urged him to go over to Eric's to get Hope. And he said no at that time, but he was just calling Wyatt to come babysit Beth so he could go and get Hope.
I'm your husband. I love you. I'm always gonna be like hyper aware of everything going on around you all the time. I just didn't want Thomas and his obsession to hurt you again.
Thomas won't be a problem. I promise.
So Hope finally shows up before Liam leaves and tells him that her phone was dead. That's why she did not get his calls. And he understands that. He does apologize for not being there for her for the fashion show. He does tell her that he was going to stay, but then saw her and Thomas hugging backstage, and that sent him into his tailspin. She says that he should have stayed, but she understands why he left. So that brings us to the scene where he's once again expressing his concerns about Thomas, and Hope tells him Thomas won't be a problem, I promise. Seemed very much like famous last words, considering how they did the split screen at the end, because we know Thomas is already obsessing again. So we shall see how this plays out.
The branch out was a lot of fun for all of us. We've done it before with Brooke's bedroom, and
As soon as I walked into the building, I knew that you were here.
Logan.
So Brooke happens to come up to Forrester while Ridge is there doing work, and of course daydreaming about her to an extent. He shares with her that all the reviews are great for Hope's new line. They're both excited about that. She asked about the celebration at Eric's house, and he says it's not the same without you. So they're having a nice conversation for a few minutes. Then he brings up Thomas, and how proud he is of him, and says that he knows Brooke doesn't feel the same. She says, I don't want to argue with you. I'm just thankful that he helped revive Holt's line. Let's leave it at that.
If it's possible, we can fix this and we can move on with our future together.
I'm with Taylor now.
Oh, God. I can't hear that come out of your mouth. You should be with me. I am your wife.
I never meant to hurt you. I'm sorry.
So Brooke tries again to get Ridge to tell her why he left her. Of course, he will not tell her what's going on. Just keep making these vague comments. On a side note, she also asked a question that we all wanted to know: what happened to his hand? He said something about cutting himself and he got hurt, and he looked at her like she hurt him. But of course, she's still clueless to what all of this is referencing. So he went from 1 minute telling her that the celebration at Eric's was not the same without her, to being upset about Thomas, to telling her he's with Taylor. And of course, she's still singing, I'm not going to give up on you. So drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on all the storylines from today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.